Hello everybody, welcome back to more regular action. Let me get some gameplay on for you, one sec. Make it a bit more of a spectacle. So yeah, welcome back to the NGR VW Cup. So this is season 15 of the prize spec series. We're just waiting for one or two more entrants to make it, and then we'll be getting underway. So yeah, let me just get some links posted out and we can get chatting, and I'll talk to you about what you're in store for. So that's next gen racing. Here's my Marshall. Live at Maggiore for the first round of the perfect stuff. Right, that's links posted about. They probably won't approve it till after the race is finished, but hey ho. That we can't do anything about that, can we? No, we cannot. Let me put the link in the live stream chat. We're live. Paste. Perfect stuff. Right, so the Scirocco Cup then, anyone who's been on the channel before, I guess, because I did a lot of commentary for these guys last time, will know what the Scirocco Cup is all about. So essentially we're looking at Group 4, so the GT4 series of VW Scirocco. So these are front wheel drive cars, and they are regulated to 358 brake horsepower, 1050 bhp. So balance performance is on, so these guys won't be able to do any tweaking with the weight or the power. They'll be firmly stripped to that. As far as I'm aware, they're not allowed to tune these cars either, so they can only run the stock setup that the game sort of allows them to have. As we just watched last season's champion, Fraser. I think we're going to do a restart to get Danzo in. We've literally just started quali, so this won't affect things too much. So we're going to do a 10-minute qualifier. I think the boys are going to back out in a second, just so we can get in. So we're going to do a 10-minute qualifier. We'll then head into a 20 minutes race. Just a few, this is a pure spec series, so the cars are BOP limited. You're not allowed to tune. There's no fuel deg, there's no fuel consumption, no tyre deg. Yeah, it is literally just all down to driver talent, which is why I really like this series. It's similar to the minis that I commentate on a Monday night, in that the series is designed purely to test a driver's ability to handle a specific car, and you tend to find the guys will get better over the season as they get more familiar with the car. I mean, we've got a couple of new guys in tonight, and I'll try and introduce them as and when I can. A few familiar faces for you as well, that you will be familiar with, knowing all about. Fraser, obviously, that we're watching on screen, is a familiar face, so he won it last time. Every 1 minute I'm just going to give Green Army a tip. Going. There we go. Yeah, we're just waiting for a couple of guys. Peter's out there. Fourfish, Jake Carty. Yeah, they're all heading back to the pits now, I think. We've just got Jordan out on track at the minute in time. Jordan did actually send me a message. So, Jordan's one of my new drivers. Quick Johnny's type of time. Yeah, let's get out. Come on, Jordan, get off track, mate. Jake, Peter. Success joined the room as well, Jesus Christ. We're all in it. Anyway, while we're waiting for this to start, I guess we'll get into it. So we're at the Maggiore East 2 circuits. It was Maggiore East in reverse. Comprises of, I think, 12 rounds. So the Scirocco, they'll predominantly run, I believe, on the shorter versions of the circuit. So they're going to do a race of Red Bull Short, which will probably be in the ring. Obviously Scuba, Goodwood, Autopolis, Monza, Brands Hatch, etc. All 20-minute long races. All will have regulation tyres, so they'll just be on the same tyres as well. And we'll go from there. I think we're just waiting on 1 or 2 drivers. So 4 fish is literally the only one. Let's just spam. Just keep spamming him. Is he getting the message? I think he is. He's slowing down. Good lads, come on, get out. Out your car. Out your car, come on. Come on, 4 fish. We need to start. What's he doing? He's literally just sat on track. Alright, there we go. Right, so it should cancel. It should now allow you to cancel. Right. So we're just waiting. There's no cars on track now, so it should let Greener Army, the host, cancel the session. And then we'll get underway. Literally just waiting on this. Oh, cancel entry. And 4 fish is gone. Burnt Fire's here. What do you mean back out? Not 4 fish. Sorry, I'm talking to Greener Army on a private chat. Do you now have a cancel race button? I think we've broke the lobby. I genuinely think we've broke one. Anyone watching know how to do this? Because what we're trying to do basically is we started the qualifier and a couple of guys joined late. To cancel qualifying, they all have to unenter the course. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I do. Am I entered? No, I'm entered by default. 1 minute. Jake Carty, we're just waiting, Jake Carty. Come on, Jake. Sometimes Sean watches my stream. Sean, if you're watching, go and slap him. Get him unentered. We're waiting on him. Hunty, I'm good, mate. Yeah, I'm really good. Busy though at the minute. Like, my schedule is nuts. But yeah, being busy is a good thing. I'm really good. Just waiting for the GTTCC to start. Did my first race of the GT3 season last night. There'll be a video coming out for that. In the imminent future, but it was a good race, so one that my car doesn't perform very well at, but I sort of feel like I got a bit of a result out, so yeah, not bad, mate. How are you? Oh, there we go. Cancel qualifying. Jordan, how are you? We were all just waiting on Jake to finish putting his kids to bed. That is the nature of the beast. Right, so anyway, I think while we're just waiting, I think the ideal thing is to go through a few thingamabobbies. Let's have a look. I'm in League 6. You're in League 6? Oh, you're beating Entry League. Yeah, so because it's your first season, isn't it? So everyone. Oh, Jake's typing. I'm lost. Jake, if you're watching the stream, mate, just press the red cross that says cancel entry. There we go, we've done it. Awesome. Right. We're rocking. Only 14 minutes late. Jesus Christ. I think yeah, mate, I'm sure you know what? You're a quick lad, so I'm sure you will. Yeah, the League 6 is like the entry league that a lot of people join. Sometimes Dennis will whack you up a little bit if he thinks you are quick, but if you don't know much about it, you just get lumped in League 6 and then you have to figure it out from there. You do get, it's weird, right, because you'll get a lot of people in there that are genuinely really quick. They just haven't been sorted into a lobby yet, so it can be a bit of a strange one. My first season, mate, I barely got promoted. Like it was close. I don't want to be in that. Yeah, understeer is horrible, isn't it? I don't know what cures it in this, because I avoid FF cars. I just I don't like understeer. I prefer oversteer, so I avoid them. So I've always been a bit down on the boys when I've been doing track guides and stuff. So hence why you don't really see me on board with these cars. Just to give you a bit of an insight into what Jordan's on about in the comments, what we'll do, we'll wait until quali, and then on Fraser's Outlet we'll jump on board with him and I'll show you what we mean by this horrific understeer. +5 brake balance. Good shout. I'm more thinking, Hunty, it's power on understeer. That's the issue I get. Whereas brake balance will probably help your rotation, but it's not really going to do you many favours coming out of a corner. So on board with last season's champ on his outlap. Yeah, they don't like, all the weight is at the front. The wheels at the front are doing the job of steering, braking and accelerating all in one, and they don't like it. So you do have to be very careful, predominantly around how you apply the power. So as we look at Fraser, you can sort of hear that he's not going full throttle constantly. He's being very gentle with his throttle inputs, just so that he can get the rotation of the car. And as you see there, Green has gone a little bit wide, and Fraser's out and about. So the liveries then are not restricted. So the liveries can be designed by themselves. So Fraser's running a BWT version. Don't have such a lead foot then, mate. I don't drive them. It's not that, well, you know what, I can't comment because I don't drive them, but I'll tell you what, the next open lobby you do, I'm going to drive the Scirocco GO4 and I'll just see what it's like, and then I can't whinge, can I? So I'm throwing down that gauntlet to you, mate. I'll drive it just for you. So let's put some info on the screen for you, so you get to see lap times and how long's left and all that sort of jazzmatazz. So as Fraser's going to be the first one to set a time, so he's now just started his hot lap. Did run a little bit wide on the exit to turn 1. The Maggiore East in reverse circuit does, it's the handling version of this, so you don't get the big loopy doopy curve that everyone's so familiar with at Maggiore, but you do get the corner that Fraser's coming up to now is probably one of those difficult corners to manage on the game, because it's an undulating cambered corner, whichever way you take it is a difficult corner to get bang on right. I think Fraser's done a really good job there. The reason why it is pretty damn critical is it dictates your pace all the way up the hill. This is a good overtaking opportunity from up to the top of it, and yeah, you'll see a lot of the guys struggle through that. This new qualifying mode is really bloody. It's messing people up. It should allow you to enter part way through. I don't see why it doesn't. PD, you've got to fix that, because it's causing hell in private lobby. Burnfly can't enter either, so we've got 2 drivers out. As Fraser gets under over 122.3, Saxo 123.3. Jordan 1:24.2, Peter 23.0, Joanna 23.2. So Fraser nearly a second ahead of the next time. So let's just go through the field while we're waiting on quali. So now we've got the first lap set. Let's have a talk through everyone. To Fraser, defending champ. Peter, I don't really know too much about, but despite him actually being one of the most active drivers, I just haven't ever sort of commentated a race that he's been in. But he's well reputed, he's well spoken about, so I do expect him to do well. And his lap time, to be brutally honest, dictates that he's got some pace. We all know our friend Joanna. Joanna is another of the lads who's been in the GT3s with me, so I raced against Joanna last night, and we're very familiar with him on the channel from the series as we commentate on. He also races in the minis as well, so we all know what Joanna is capable of. And again, he's usually in the mix as well, so again, another driver to watch out for. This one for me is an unknown, in this car is an unknown quantity. We did race in the GT3s together last night, as he said, that's one that he'd done in previous time. We did race in the GT3s together last night. That was the first I'd ever seen of him. He was exceptionally fast there, so hopefully he can put a charge on Fraser, who ran away with it. Fourfish, another driver we'll be familiar with from last season. He was there or thereabouts with Fraser and the Les last year as well. I think he ended up finishing third in the championship. Fourfish is someone who, on his day can really put a charge on the leading pack. But the consistency for Fourfish wasn't there last season, so hopefully he's been doing some work in the off season on that, and we can see him up there. A driver I know literally nothing about is Lightblade. I do apologise if you're watching this. If you are watching this and you're thinking, God, this commentator's crap, will you do me a favour, just drop me a message on Facebook with a little bit of info about yourself, and then I can make my commentary on you that bit more insightful. Jordan, or JPH99, is a fellow commentator, so he was one of the ones who did drop me a little message with regard to what he does. So Jordan does a lot of commentary for Next Gen Racing, so he will be a familiar voice to a lot of the guys watching this, but maybe not a familiar racer. So we'll see what Jordan's got in the tank. A 24.2 so far for Jordan as he comes around to complete another lap. It's not going to be an improved time at this stage, but he's got a few more minutes left to put another one together. Dragon Eagle, our mate Dion. So Dion became a channel favourite recently for his Kika work. His Kika work, which raised a considerable amount of money for charity. One of the leading lights, along with Mr. Dre 70, in terms of getting money raised for Kika and really pushing the event. So Dragon Eagle, again, someone we know can put results together. So again, we'll keep an eye on him. Mad Marshall. Now, Rob is a gentleman whose son we're very familiar with, so we're very familiar with Bertfry, but Mad Marshall we've probably not watched as much of him of, so we'll see what he can deliver for us this season. Currently in 10th for the 26.9. Our hostess with the mostest, Greener Army. Again, he wasn't really that competitive last season, so we'll just see as he cuts a little bit of the S's coming down. We'll just see what he can deliver for us coming into season 15, as he's currently revving the absolute nuts off his car. And then Danzo. Danzo seems to be struggling with the FF. I think he's got FF fever like the rest of us have. He's probably thinking, what on earth is this car that you've done with him? But who knows, a lot of these guys might not have got much testing in, so we'll just have to see how they go in race trim. Bertfry, can I commentate with you? Set up a party, mate, and send me an invite, and yeah, why not? Alan Bolden, so he can't be there racing. What's your PSN, Alan? Do you normally race in this series, or are you entered into it? But either way, I'm glad you're here watching the action unfold. So the guys are now setting their sort of last laps. Fraser's not improving on his time so far, but he's very close to it, and we'll see if he can dominate over the last ones. Burnt Fright, I will accept that in just a minute. I'm just watching the remainder of qualifying, and then we'll be right with you. So we're going to get a guest commentator on the stream, ladies and gents, Jordan, aka Burnt Fright. So one of the lads that should have been racing in this race, but owing to PD issues, wasn't able to get in. And Fraser does improve his time, only by 10th of a second, but that does make the gap to Fourfish that little bit more dominant, as Peter sets a phenomenal time behind of a 1:22.6. So that's a really good time by Peter. So currently your grid is Fraser, Peter, Fourfish, Joanna in your top 2 rows, with Saxo, who's just been pipped by Joanna, and Lightblade has just put a great time in as well. Lightblade's put a 23.1 together. So that's a great lap time. That's just less than a second off Fraser's time up front. If you think that sounds a lot, don't forget Fraser is a bloody talented racer. For me, and I say this genuinely, is one of the fastest guys I've raced with. So to be even near his time, in my opinion, is a good achievement. And so we don't know a lot about Lightblade. Is he going to be one of our surprise packages this season? Can he spring the challenge for the championship? He's certainly got the pace too. We will see. We will see. Right, I'm going to bring in our guest commentator. Blue screen. I apologise for blue screen. I know this is not the most entertaining. Burnt Fry. Mr. Burnt Fry, how are you doing?
Pissed off.
Don't swear on my stream.
But apart from that, I'm good.
Alright, let me just check. I can hear you, 1 minute. Yeah, can hear you on stream. Awesome stuff. Right, so I'm going to take note out of GTSV's playbook and make a series of online races we do from the lobbies. What do you mean? What playbook? Oh, Shadow Stalker. Hi, Shadow Stalker, how you doing? Yeah, I do remember you now. It's a shame you can't be with us tonight, mate. Yes, sorry about the blue screen. You know what I wish? I wish that PD would put a thing in where I can sort of set a picture to come up, you know, like the old test card of that woman and a clown drawing on a bloody noughts and crosses board whenever I blue screen it, just so you've at least got something to look at. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I do that. Anyway, mate, what are you surprised by these quali results? Jordan? Are you surprised by quali results so far? Did you expect Fraser to be smashing it as he is? And is
yes.
What do you know about? I know he's called Peter. So the guy in second, Hellish PTRT. What do you know of him?
I've never heard of the name. I've never seen that guy race before.
No, me neither. But I know his name. I'm sure it's Peter Danotta on thingy. You know, I know that Scottish ball bag. Yes, I know that Scottish ball bag. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Hunter, that's a really good idea, mate. Because I quite enjoy what I tend to do with GTSV's videos, mate. I'll have them on casually in the background, and his trick with that, the music he picks, mate, is just sublime. Every time the music choices for his races is bang on. So if you want to put them together, mate, that would work really well. So there's your quality results, ladies and gentlemen. 12 races on the grid. We're gonna get Fraser defending hard into the first corner. And if I remember rightly, Jordan, last season we raced here, didn't we? And it was you, Fraser, and Fourfish just in a battle for the entire race. If I remember rightly.
I think so too.
Okay, let me get you some race info on the screen. There we go, perfect. So round 1, NGR VW Cup underway. Peter gets a slightly better start than Fraser, appears to bog down, but he's picked that one up quickly. Lightblade absolutely flew there and he's picking up positions already. But let's see how it gets into the congested turn 1. I think he started in 5th, but he just flew up. Always a bit of contact in the background. But I think everyone's got through alive. It looks like Joanna's lost a few places. Has he got it back already? As everyone makes their way through the S's for the first time, Green Army goes really wide, and that's gonna put him down to the back. I think he's in the barrier. See if there's any battles going on. The track. Biggs is really starting to pile the pressure on Jordan now. Jordan, who can't afford to lose out to Joanna up ahead, because if he loses that precious slipstream, he's going to be under pressure a lot from behind. Jordan did have a little bit of a look up in the inside, but I think sorry, Biggsy had a look up the inside, but I think he backed out of it in the end as Lightblade goes for a bit of a look up the inside of Fourfish. That's a little bit of a nudge. But you know what, this is what I like about this race series and these lobbies in general, because yeah, a little bit of contact, Lightblade straight off the throttle, let him take the position back. Love the sportsmanship these boys show. So Fraser leads us into turn one. Jordan, why don't you tell us a little bit about the track, mate? What's it like to drive in these cars?
Can't really remember, mate.
You've not done any practice? Oh, you're terrible.
No,
you're terrible.
I couldn't.
Oh yeah, of course you can. Of course you can. Of course you can. Well, from memory last time, it's easy enough until you get here at the S's where Fraser is now, because the car just wants to go into the barrier all the time.
Yeah, and the first corner was pretty hard as well, because you have a load of oversteer.
Oh, quality. Yeah, I remember someone binning it in the first corner last time. So
Me.
was that? I don't know if it was you, to be fair. Fourfish just got a little bit squirrely on the exit, and that has lost him a bit of time to Peter up ahead. Peter, who in turn is losing out time to Fraser, so we'll just see if Fraser does manage to run away with this one. Hopefully not. Who is that going up the inside? Is that Joanna making a move? I think it was Saxo making a move on Joanna. We'll go back and have a look at that in a minute. But what I said at the start of the stream was one of the overtaking spots to watch out for. He made a move there. And I know Saxo from the GT3 League, and he's a quick lad. As Peter's made a mistake up ahead, I have missed that one. Let's just go and have a look at that, because that's probably got a little bit more importance. So what happened to Peter? So yeah, it's the last corner, wall tap. I'm gonna guess wall tap. Yeah, wall tap, and it stops you dead. So that's Peter, unfortunately, down into 4th position, and with a lot of work to do to catch up to Lightblade, now in 3rd position. So I think Lightblade started in 5th, and he's absolutely flying, mate. That's Fourfish now in 2nd, but the problem is with Peter having that incident, there's 3 seconds to Fraser now, so Fraser's ran away with this one. Hashtag professional streamer, piss off, mate. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not, I can never tell.
I think Dragon Eagle's made a mistake, because he's now behind Jordan.
I've just had a tap of the replay marker. We'll see if we can go back and have a look and see if Dragon Eagle did do anything there. So yeah, just got an absolute bucket load of understeer. Just got 2 wheels on the grass. Well spotted, mate, well spotted. So that's Jordan now up into 8th position. Fellow commentary extraordinaire in the FC UK Cancer livery. Obviously in honour of the money raised for cancer research. A nice livery there. Let's see if there's any action going on the field. So far the battle really is in the midfield again.
Yeah, 5th to 7th, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got an out of position Peter, charging his way back up. Gap to Lightblade now 1.4 and coming down slowly. So he's got 15 minutes to get himself back on the podium. Lightblade in turn is closing Fourfish down as well, so he's well within range of a dive if he wants to. So we'll just go on board with Lightblade actually and just see what his viewpoint is as he finishes off lap number 4, setting personal best times. He's being nice and patient at the minute. He's driving really smooth. I guess with these cars, mate, one of the things you've really got to get on point with is being smooth. I can't imagine you can just mash the throttle and the car will sort itself out.
No.
You've got to be smooth with these things. Looking at his inputs, like he's smoother than, I don't know what's very smooth. old peanut butter.
Baby's bottom.
Baby's bottom. That's soft as a baby's bottom. In the comments, tell me something that's smooth other than me. I already know I am. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I think going on board with Lightblade was a bit of a curse, because as we were doing that, Peter behinds took about half a second out of him. So Peter's really on a charge. He did of course qualify second. Biggsy's putting Saxo under a little bit of pressure now. Saxo of course in 6th at the minute, and well in contention for 5th place on the road as it stands. Jordan running in 8th. He's got an equal gap either side of him, so he's safe from attack behind, but he's also dropping back from Bigsy up ahead. Dragon Eagle, after that mistake, is now on a recovery. So Dragon Eagle also sort of out of position, I think you'd say, at this minute in time after that mistake. So we'll see if he can bring himself back up the pack. Your daddy in 10th, not doing too bad so far, to be fair.
No, I'm surprised.
Not doing too bad. He's not terrible, is he? He won't mind me. He won't mind me. Well, Greeno Army's well, he's not last, so that's Danzo at the minute, but we'll see how that. I mean, Danzo, I don't know anything about Danzo either, so.
No, I don't.
But to be honest, it looked like he was struggling with the FF. He was just struggling with the understeer and getting on top of it. Battle for second's hotting up now, mate. Lightblade really putting Fourfish under pressure. I think this is the battle to keep an eye on at this minute in time.
If one of those two make a mistake, Peter's going to overtake them.
Oh yeah, easy. He's well within range. Absolutely well within range. I guess the good thing for Fourfish is it. Keep an eye on that battle, mate, and let me know if anything juicy happens. Oh, Peter's just ran it wide, so that's going to sacrifice his time. I wonder if he's going to pick up a track cut penalty as well. Not too sure. I think he's just a bit too eager at the minute. But if he can keep it consistent, let Fourfish and Lightblade absolutely battle it out and take advantage as and when they take each other out. Tom Porter can't wait for the MX-5s to start on Sunday. The MX-5 series promises to be a cracking one, mate. Similar sort of structure to this, isn't it? Spec series and all that judgment has. Yeah, I was going to commentate on that, but I've got too much on. Joanna and Saxo.
Side by side. Saxo got a really good run out of that last corner then.
So we've got Saxo. He's currently on the outside. He's going for the cutback. Definitely going, but Joanna just parks his car right where he has to park it. And you can't really overtake going down these S's. Well, unless you've got balls the size of watermelons, you can't anyway. But Saxo's certainly going to fill Joanna's mirrors up. Oh, he's got a better run here though. He's got a much better run here, but he's just got to back out of it. Yeah, he's. We'll see if he goes for a lunge. He's certainly within range. No, he's not going for it this minute in time. He's probably just going to eye this one up for the top of the hill, is what I was going to say. Because yeah, he's reeling him in. He's got a better exit. Does Saxo go for the move? Pulls out. No, just backs out of it. Joanna's defensive driving's pretty good though, mate. To be fair, I've been on track with him. He don't make it easy for you.
No.
Is almost as bad as Cutler for just saying nope, you ain't getting past. So Danzo's made a place up now. So Danzo's past Greeno Army. So Danzo can now get the chase on to Mad Marshall, who's nearly 7 seconds up the road. So we'll see if Danzo can do anything about that and get himself top 10 finish.
Freezer's gone.
Yeah, look at his consistency though as well, mate. We've had pretty much every lap within 3/10 of each other. That's
somewhat consistent.
Yeah, that's point consistency, that is. Yeah.
Peter's caught up with Lightblade and Fourfish now.
He most certainly has. So Lightblade's now going to start thinking about the car behind him. So let's see if that affects his racecraft, because he has dropped back from Joanna. Still within a second, but he's easily lost 4 tenths over the last lap or so. Yeah, as you can see, his split time is 6 tenths down on his best lap, so he's not had a great lap 8 so far. As we pass the halfway mark of the race, Peter has made it up into 3rd. Lovely move by Peter. Let's just go and have a look how he did that. Yeah, just poked your nose up the inside a little bit later on the brakes. And just took the apex nicely. The reason why I like that spot so much for overtaking is it'll forgive you for late braking because you're going uphill.
Everybody's going for the move on Peter.
I think he was just trying to put him off though there, you know, because he was too far back. He was a good 4 tenths back there. I think he's just trying to fill his mirrors up. I used to do that to you in GT3s all the time.
I'm regretting fucking winning the championship.
Yeah, I don't lie. You did well, mate. I think you know, you're in a lobby with aliens. You can't be expected to win that one. But yeah,
Jordan's made the move on Big C. He's now up to 7th.
And Biggsy's dropped back straight away. He's
and Saxo's going for the move on Joe Winner. Goes Joe Winner runs wide.
Going to be too much to cover. We've just got to pick one, so let's have a look at the move on Big Z, which we'd already covered by that point. So yeah, we've missed out on that one, I'm afraid. So that's Saxo up into 5th. We know Joe Winner's not one to give up though, so he'll keep piling that pressure on. You bet. So Saxo, has he got enough time to get back up to light blades? I don't know. It's going to be a tall order, isn't it? Because it depends if Lightblade and Peter start fighting. That'll let them guys back into it, but for the time being, they're too far back to really make an impact on that. And Saxo's going to have to worry about Joanna as well. Who we know is going to want that place back. Jordan, after getting past Big Z, has immediately pulled out a gap, like we said, and is set to be maintaining that, so he's doing quite well. Dragon Eagle, is having a lonely race in 9th. I don't think he's seen another car since lap 2 or whatever it was, so he's just out there lapping on his own so far. Bad Marshall is pulling even more time to Greener Army, or as he Tokyo drifts it into into first turn. Do you think he just forgot to brake there and then pulled handbrake at last minute? I was gonna say, Rob, I was just about to say that you've doubled your gap to the 11th place car in like 2 laps, and then you go and Tokyo drift it into the wall. Never mind.
I'm surprised he's in 10th, to be fair.
He's a good lad. I struggled to say out bad about him, even though he did slag me off on group chat over there. Well, he didn't slag me off, he just indirectly said that Dark Smoker was a better commentator. Which he is, but I don't need it rubbing in my face, do I?
To be fair, I prefer you as the commentator.
Don't say that. Yeah, Dark Smoker's commentating on your bloody thing. You can't be saying that, mate. He'll give you hell. No, he's a good lad. Yeah. That's why one of the reasons I started this is because Dark Smoker does it, and I liked his style. So, yeah, he's a good bloke. I've let him in my house, so I must like him. Fourfish coming under pressure now from Peter, who wants his 2nd place back. We know he's got the pace to get it. And Fourfish, we know he's quick, mate. We know he's a fast bloke. He was putting you and Fraser under pressure last season at various points. He's got some lovely lines going through here. Peter is still looking a bit raggedy, but he has got that pace though. So I do expect to see him go for a move at some point. I fully expect that, to be brutally honest with you. Lightblade has dropped back. What was that, sorry?
Unless he waits for like when the time's right.
Yeah, no, I think that's what he's doing. I mean, the sensible approach, if you Peter on this stage, is actually let Fourfish get on with it. Stay in his slipstream, don't drop back, because you want to get away from Lightblade. Because if anyone demonstrated that they have got an overtake in them, it's Lightblade, and not a guy you want a second behind you when you're trying to get a 2nd place back. So probably just want to try and escape, I guess, and then, like you said, you know, do that fight later. Saxo and Joanna still going at it. I think Joanna's probably in a bit of a safer spot where he's not got a car behind him to worry about, but so he's just going to be an opportunistic bloke and take a move on when he fancies it. If you're watching this, because we have got a few viewers on stream, drop a little comment below, let me know who you're supporting. What do you think of the racing so far? Do you like Jordan as a co-commentator? Have you got anything nasty you want to say to him? If so, drop it in the comments below. As we've got Fraser now with an 8.5 second gap up ahead. Sets the fastest lap of the race at pretty much 1:22 dead. Not much to say about Fraser, you know, other than he's turning into an alien. He's a fast bloke, mate. He's rapid. Fourfish has pulled a gap now to Peter, so is Peter starting to worry about Lightblade a little bit more, do you think?
100%.
Yeah, Hunter, the bloke on stream with me is aka Burnt Fry, who you've seen. He's joined one of your lobbies, actually. Yes. I bet you can't remember that. Yeah, you went into one of his open lobbies because you joined it because I was in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's also in the GTTCC now, isn't he?
He is, mate. League 6. Dweeb League.
And unfortunately for you, you were with me.
My question, why does he not want to join the mini-series? Question for you on stream, mate. Why don't you want to join the minis?
I am in the minis.
Yeah, Hunty, what are you on about? I actually don't know what Hunty's on about. Oh, 1 minute.
I'm confused.
My question, why does he not want me to join the mini-series? Oh, did you say you didn't want him in?
I was only fucking around with him.
Don't swear on my stream. I'll
Sorry.
ban you.
You wouldn't do that.
I would. Oh, I would. Oh, I would. Actually, Hunty, I'm just going to add you as a moderator for my channel so you can keep an eye on him. There you go. Right then, so timer's running out on this now, so we'll just have a bit of a field recap. Fraser, the alien, well away in first position. He's got nearly a 9-second gap to Fourfish, who in turn is pulling a bit of a gap to Peter. I think Peter's just started to worry about Lightblade behind him and potentially consolidating a podium finish. As we say that, just get. Oh, that's a good catch. That is a solid catch by Peter. That's got to be applauded. But now that's got to put Lightblade right up his chuff. Scared of the punt man?
Stages.
Are you scared of the punt man?
No.
No. He has no fear, mate. Just sticking with this battle for a second. I know I said I want to do a field recap, but that little mistake by Peter's just put Lightblade right on him. And it might be worth just keeping tabs on this for a second, because looking at the map, there isn't really much going on behind in terms of on-track battles, so this is the one to stay with. 30 seconds remain on the timer, so looks like pretty much everyone's going to now enter their last lap. So if anyone's going to make a last gap ditch move, it's going to be now. Lightblade's a little too far behind Peter to do that. He's going to need to have an absolutely stonking lap in order to get a podium finish. Saxo's safe. Joanna has dropped back a little bit. I don't know whether he made a mistake anywhere. Jordan, nice solid race, 7th so far, has pulled a gap to Bigsy behind in 8th. Dragon Eagle's already crossed the line in 9th. We will shortly see Mad Marshall come home in 10th to solidify what's been a well-earned top 10 finish, so well done to you, Rob. Nice little drift across the line for us, mate, thank you for that. Danzo will bring home 11th position, and Green Ram is going to give us the last spot on the grid in 12th. Meanwhile, I can't really see much going on track right now. So we'll just stick with Fraser as he crosses the line. So Fraser, last season's champion, gets the season off in style with a win at Lago Maggiore. Well done to Fraser, qualified pole, fastest lap, win.
9 seconds.
9 seconds is unreal. Fourfish, really hard race for Fourfish, but raced brilliantly, as did Peter and Lightblade. Second, third and fourth respectively. Saxo in 5th, with Joanna in 6th position. So a great result for all those guys. Jordan, like I said, well earned 7th position, and Bigsy comes home in 8th.
Thank you.
So that's been your first race, ladies and gentlemen. There is your winner, F124YS, who I think we should nerf and just add like ballast to his car from now on, just to give everyone else a chance. Hunty, I set you as a moderator, mate. I'm a moderator on your channel. I thought I'd return the favour. So yeah, that's it, ladies and gents. Let me just give Fraser a nice little congratulations. Thanks for joining us, mate, on stream and on commentary duties. I'm not used to having a co-commentator, so I just waffle absolute bollocks. Well, as you know from the Kika stream, to be fair. I have the power. Yeah, you do, mate. You do have the power. But I've got the power on your channel, and you get way more viewers and subs and stuff than I do. So you know what. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to my channel, why? Do you think I do this for like no benefit at all? I want to get to 100 subs. That's my little goal, and I'm at 93. So come on, help me out, guys. Help me out. Once I get to 100, you know, I'm happy. I'll stop bothering you about it, but I want 100.
He won't.
Oh, crap one. Jordan, should have been the battle for 5th, but hit the wall at last corner near the start. Yeah, that's going to cost you loads of time, because you haven't got a braking zone then for half the track. Felt quick as you were, Jordan. Like I said on stream, your 7th position felt like a well-earned one, because I think, you know, these cars aren't easy to drive at the best of times. As some of the lads have shown, they can be a bit of a pain in the backside. But yeah, you did well, mate. So hopefully you'll just get more consistent as the season improves, and you can give this lad that's talking to me now a run for his money. Yeah, so the way this is going to work, so there's 12 rounds in total in this. You've just witnessed round 1. Basically each round is classified as a scoring round, but the racers will have the option of dropping the scores for 2 of those rounds. Not the option, they'll have to. So the 2 lowest scoring. So essentially it's going to give the racers the opportunity to maybe miss a race if they can't make it, or if they have an absolute shocker, they can drop the scores as well. So next race is on the 11th of September. We're going to be at Fuji Short, so the little version of Fuji. I love Fuji, mate. It's one of my favourite tracks.
I won't be racing that one either.
Why? Working?
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't
damn
think
it.
I was going to get on time, but I'll be commentating with you again.
Yeah, also, we're going to have a guest commentator next week as well. Also, every 4th race, top 4 can't qualify. Oh. You know what, that's good. So is that the top 4 in the championship at that time, John? So
I think so.
Yeah, it is. That's a good idea, you know. That is a banging idea. These are overpowered, too much wheel spin. Is they overpowered? It's 358 horsepower. I've got 300 in my Octavia. Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, mate, John, that's a good idea, mate. I fully back that. I think that's a good idea. It should level things out a little bit.
So that'll be a Red Bull Ring then, isn't it?
Yeah. So 4th race, I'll tell you when that is. That's Suzuka East, mate. So Suzuka East, the top 4 in the championship standings at that point, which is currently led by Fraser. They won't be eligible for qualification, so I'm assuming they'll just start randomly at the back somewhere. Let me give the viewers something to watch in the background. I'll just get my Team Michelin Aston Martin running up. So I'm going to introduce you to one of the cars I'll be driving in the GTCCC. This livery took me 48 seconds to make. Yes, I counted. I'm going to do a better job, so don't judge me on this. That is just a livery I put on it just to see what it looked like and see what the colours work, so don't judge me.
Actually, that looks really nice.
It doesn't. It looks like a 5-year-old drew it. Come on. It literally, yeah, it's crap. My daughter could. You know what? I might get my daughter to design it, and then I'll copy that in GT Sport and use that. That's a good idea. I say I might do that.
I need to make my liveries now then.
Got to get making my HKS liveries for GTTCC. You've got until the 20th of September. You've got plenty of time, Hunty. We're not in a rush. Like, you don't have to. And to be fair, some lads don't even run liveries necessarily, but it's nice to see them all done. And I know you can make a good livery, so I'm expecting good things from you. Plebs like me make stuff like this, you know what I mean? So we're the ones with the crap liveries going on. Anyway,
I'm not saying nothing.
you don't need to. You don't need to say anything. I'm going to end the stream here, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure being back with the Next Gen Racing boys and their leagues for this season 15. If you, when I republish the stream, I'm going to include some links in the description. One of them is going to be for Next Gen Racing. So if you like what you see, if you like what you're watching, go give them a like on good old Bookface. Get involved yourself. They do leagues not just on GT Sport, but I think a Assetto Corsa as well, and a few other things. I'll chuck a link in the description below as well to Jordan Harding's channel, Jordan's JPH99 you've watched tonight. He also does commentaries. So if you like the stuff that I do, go and check him out as well. You might like him. And obviously we've seen him racing tonight, and he's given my channel a plug, so I'm going to do the same for you, mate. I'm going to do the same for you. I'm going to help you out. And yeah, that's about it. Nothing really more for me to talk about. Next video on the channel is going to be my GT3 video, which I might make tonight, actually. I might start putting that together, so that'll be the race summary of my GT3 race yesterday from Bathurst. Which was an hour. I'm not going to do the whole hour. I'll just do highlights and see what's going on, and then we're next live on Monday for the minis. So that's it. Anything to add, Jordan? No, that's it. Man, a few words. Right, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been an absolute pleasure hosting you, and we shall see you when we see you. See you later. As I figure out how to shut my stream down, which I've no idea how to do. There we go. That button. Thank you. Bye bye.